So, what I typically do, on my help, do I want to do? No, because my bag's not going to fit on this. So what I'll do, this. This first. System. So it's from 2021. So with stuff like that, I usually try to ask them what type of warranty they have or who installed it. If it was through us, I would know. But since it is not through us, there's a third party involved. Carrie doesn't know. So what he's going to do is he's going to take the information that I gave him today and he's going to try to find out who installed it for him, see if he can get that warranty for it. And if not, that's a service we can provide by doing the dye test and trying to figure out because there's a leak somewhere. And if he can't find that warranty, then we will do the job. Carry all of the information that I got for the day. And then he will do with that what he will. So what I'm doing is I'm just filling out a repair form. So if he does decide to proceed with our repair, the next technician knows exactly what to bring and what to do, and we know how to price it and book it accordingly. Make sure everything is sent. We have all of our signatures, our forms are completed. That's all done, and this job is completed. So we close out. We see what's next on our day. And this is out in Orillia. This one is a AC making a strange loud noise. Okay, and also gas fireplace not starting up at all. So we'll dispatch the that. I will get my coordinates all put in now. So when I get in the vehicle, it's already ready to go. What we typically do, obviously read the notes in the service titan. Try to figure out what it is. Usually what I typically like to do is on my way to a site, I'll try to run processes through my head of what it could be. I listen to the call because we're able to listen to the calls, kind of see what their concern is to kind of get a feel for it. And then once we get to the site, more or less have an idea of what we're looking for. So we're not just, looking at every single option. We're trying to find out the problem in our own head from experience, right? We kind of see what you're used to and what you see on a day-to-day compared to your first time on the job, right? That doesn't want to light when the pilot goes out.
So we went the whole winter because it was dirty.
There's a switch here that controls it too.
So say if this was like September, right? October-ish area, I'd say more or less in October. We give you guys a call or you call us, doesn't matter what you want to do. Sometimes if we find you on the schedule and you're like, hey, you're ready for it, boom, we put you in, or you guys can do it anytime you guys want. You get all these pieces of equipment added into that. So if you think about it, you have 4 pieces, you just saved yourself a bunch of money. You guys cover this up in the wintertime? It's like all this stuff here. Compressor inside has refrigerant. These coils, it actually makes a suction to cool down that compressor. This is rejecting heat. Hey Rob, how you doing?
Hey, good, how are you?
Do you have a couple seconds?
Yeah, what's up?
Perfect. We have some couple options here. So their AC is low on charge. We're talking about adding dye, stuff like that. I kind of talked to them about, getting a potential full system, kind of doing it together because it would be a little bit better because they just moved into the home like a couple of years ago. I'm letting them think right now and talk it through because they might just go with trying to put refrigerant potentially in the system.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No worries, thank you. And that's the end of my day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.